Today, I will be showing you exactly how I make my Nigerian stew for my family of 7. Now, if you've ever made stew and it tasted flat, watery, or just not right, I will be showing you where most people go wrong, especially during the frying stage. At this point of this video, I want you to get your paper and pen so that you write yourself a grocery list of everything you will need to buy from Walmart. Yes, we're making Nigerian stew, but everything I am using for my Nigerian stew, you can literally get from any grocery store. For this pot of stew, I'll be using 4 tins of medium-sized tomato paste. I personally love the flavor that fresh rosemary brings to my Nigerian stew. I will also be using 1.5 bulb of onion, purple onion, some scotch bonnet, some ginger, and some garlic. Next is my Italian seasoning. I don't cook anything without my Italian seasoning. I will also be using some curry powder, some slapia mama, some chicken boiling, and some vegetable oil or canola oil. Now, you guys know we cannot cook tomato stew without some fresh tomato. So this is how we Nigerians cook our fresh tomato. You get your fresh tomato, you can mix it up with some bell peppers, red bell peppers and stuff. Blend it and then cook it on your stove top until it dries. All of the water has evaporated, and then you have your tomato base. Now, together with the tin tomato, this is what gives it that red color that you guys keep asking me about. No, I do not put any red coloring in my stew. This is how we get our stew looking very red. Now, here I have my chicken. My chicken has already been cut, washed, cooked, seasoned. Okay, I have everything ready. Next, I'm going to go ahead and put my chicken on my pan because I will be air frying it in the oven. Now that my chicken is being air fried, it's time to blend my scotch bonnet, my onion, my ginger, and my garlic together. Now it's time for us to start cooking. Inside my pre-seasoned pot, this is the same pot that I used in cooking the chicken. I did not wash it. I am going to be adding my vegetable oil or canola oil so that I can fry some of the chicken. Now I have some of them in the oven, and right now I'm just flipping it over. I'm going to be frying the other half because we like to keep some chicken to snack on. Now that I'm done frying my chicken, inside the same vegetable oil, I am going to be adding my fresh onion and my fresh rosemary. I will also be adding my chicken boiling. The reason for this is to season the onion. Now I'm going to add my slapia mama, my curry powder, my Italian seasoning. Then I'm going to stir it and allow this to cook, or should I say fry. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my tomato paste, all 4 of them. And I'm going to stir this and allow this to fry. Now you have to stir this judiciously, okay? Make sure that it does not burn at the bottom. Now this is what my tomato paste is looking like. At this point, you can go ahead and taste it just a little bit. Yes, you can tell that it's no longer tasting ndundu. That means it's not tasting alive anymore. So now it's time for me to add my fresh tomato paste. After cooking the tomato puree for a very long time, this is what it looks like. That means it's time for us to add our chicken stock. Now, this is the chicken stock we got directly from cooking the chicken. This is not store-bought. And trust me, you don't want to use store-bought for this. You want real chicken stock because that is where all the flavor is at. Once you've poured it, stir it and see if it is the consistency you want. Is it too thick? Is it too liquidy? I like to start small. I like to pour half, see how thick it is before I pour the remaining. After cooking my stew for a while, I realized that my stew is thicker than I would love, so I had to pour the remaining chicken stock, all of it, inside my pot of stew. I'm also going to season it with some garlic, ginger, and onion combo, and habanero onion combo that I have blended earlier. Now I'm going to taste it for salt to make sure that everything is evenly distributed. And now that I have everything there, I'm just going to cover it and bring it to a boil. You want this to boil so well until there is red oil literally on top of your stew. Now I'm going to stir. Remember, you have to stir this all this while. I'm going to stir to make sure that nothing is burning. And at this point in time, my kitchen is smelling like, oh Lord, like it's taking me back home. Now it's finally time for me to add all of my chicken or protein, whatever type of protein you're using. This is the time to add it. The reason you add it at this point is so it does not break apart. Now, after adding your protein, go ahead and taste for salt. I tasted for salt and I felt like mine could use a little bit more salt, so I added that and I stirred that, and voila, my stew is ready. And please, Lord, please help me. It is called a stew, people, not a sauce. There is a reason why we call things the way we call them. Nigerians, we call it Nigerian stew. Go ahead and serve your Nigerian stew over a plate of rice and thank me later in the comment section.